spiritual capital of the world.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So we are going to make our way to Fez. I do know this.
What?
We are going to make our way to Fez later
Yes.
today. And
Sure.
it sounds like I need to come back to
Yeah.
like actually be able to see you because I don't think I'm going to be able to see you this time around.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Next
that's
time.
all right.
I'll be waiting.
That's good. That's good. So right now, currently on the book tour,
Mhm.
Morocco was one of the stops. Madrid was right before this. New York, Connecticut, a little bit in Asia, and we continue on to Italy right after this. And objective empathy. If I said that was the title, you saw the cover
Yes.
with the tree. What are your first thoughts behind objective empathy?
That there is a goal from every experience we have in our lives, and we will eat from the tree that we have planted.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. I think
That's just a perspective.
a perspective. Okay, what if you didn't see the tree and you just heard objective empathy? What's your thought?
Actually, my mind is empty now.
It's empty, and that's okay. That's okay. Because that's what I'm here for to tell you. So
Okay.
so you can literally break the book almost in two pieces, right? The words at least, objective
And empathy.
and empathy. So objective meaning, in this case, for us to take our personal feelings out, to take our assumptions out, and to view ourselves objectively. One of the best ways that I think of it is, imagine that ledge, and Pernell is just sitting up top. And, ooh, I'm going to mess this up, I'm sorry. Nassima?
Yes.
Did I say it properly?
Yes.
Nassima?
Yes.
Or Nassima?
It's the same.
What's your name? What's your name?
Nassima.
Nassima. Okay, I'd rather get it right. Okay, so imagine Nassima and Pernell sitting on top of that ledge. And we're looking at ourselves, have this conversation, right? And we also see up there a cameraman, a friend, another friend, and we can like view the scenario. We can see how we feel. Okay, maybe we feel camera shy in the moment, but we're hiding that. We're like, oh, I'm actually camera shy, but I don't want to say that. Or maybe it's maybe you're like, I'm annoyed, but you don't necessarily say that. So it's an opportunity for us to actually assess how we feel objectively, without the personal feelings, without the assumptions. So that's step one, right?
Yes.
And then the empathy piece is for us to actually connect humans, and not just humans, but to connect to ourselves as well. So to be able to express that feeling in a way, not just objectively, but to come back like within ourselves in a way. So what I found it does is we can really see how we're feeling in any given situation. It's almost a tool that you can use anywhere, at any time, and you can do it in silence, right? You can just, okay, look, how am I really feeling? Am I upset? Am I optimistic? Am I enjoying myself? Am I wanting to walk up and get away?
Yeah.
And then whatever that answer you get is to kind of have empathy, not just for how you feel with the other people around you, but for the judgments that may be passed upon you, right? So like I could be passing judgments on you, you can be passing judgment on me, and oftentimes we usually always are.
Yes.
But these are the things that we're always very, very quiet about. And if anything, a lot of times we go against ourselves when we really do want to get up and walk away. Sometimes we'll sit there and we'll just allow our ears and our minds to kind of be poisoned just because we're shy to be like, oh, I gotta go. Like, or I just don't want to be around you. Or if you want to be around the person, but then they seem like they want to go.
Yes.
So you're like, oh, let me go first.
Annoying them.
You know what I mean? Let me not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You feel me?
But this is, we can call it emotional intelligence.
It's a lot of what the book is wrapped around. Emotional intelligence and like a spiritual intelligence. It's really a one-two.
Yes. This too is much important.
Very, very important.
And I was looking for a book like last week with my friends in a bookstore in Fast.
Sure.
But we couldn't find any book about emotional intelligence. And only in Google.
This is
I'm very happy because you're doing this.
I'm happy. You don't have no idea how happy that makes me feel because it's something for me that I've learned that like was kind of like a superpower within myself. Just naturally, without me ever really feeding it. I'm just a naturally emotionally intelligent and spiritually intelligent person, but I didn't even know it myself because I was listening too much to different judgments outside of myself. So the book is really designed to help us bring ourselves back to who we are, remembering who we are, and also remembering who we're becoming. So it's not just one foot in the present moment, which is
Make
where
the right choice.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because when you already starting to think about who you're becoming, you make better decisions for yourself now. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. I really got it.
You feel me? You feel me?
I feel this.
That's essentially that's the book in a nutshell.
It's exciting to read this book. Really.
I know, and I was telling them, so from our journey over here, we even got put up by the cops at one point. It was like, it almost seemed inevitable. But I told them, like, because I'm actively writing a book, everything that happens on this tour are the stories that I'm bringing within the book.
Yes.
So, Nassima, meeting Nassima, and I didn't get your name. Grace? Yeah.
Beautiful.
Grace, my friend here.
That's a beautiful name.
Daryl. Like, meeting all these people, the journey along the way, I'm literally actively, like, I designed the book to almost be like an action adventure type of novel while applying the methods that I talked to you about with emotional intelligence and spiritual enlightenment.
Okay, so how did you come with this idea?
Honestly, it's my real life. It's my real life. So, one, I've been speaking around the globe for a long time. Part of that, I knew that one of the biggest problems I had with speaking was I never had anything really to leave people, you know? And I know that, like, it's like a business card. You ever have somebody talk to you, you might even be interested, but when they leave, they leave. But sometimes if you have that business card sitting there, sometimes a week and a half, 2 weeks later, you'll look at it, and you may call, you may not. A lot of times, they just throw it away. But when you have a book, you know, it's a lasting impact in a way, in my opinion. Or it doesn't have to be a book, it could be anything. But with the digital technology and stuff, like, I have so many different programs and stuff like that I've built online, but it's like, you open the email, and then it's done.
Yeah.
You barely, most times you don't even, it could be the best content, it could be something that make you $1 billion. But it almost doesn't matter because it's so much, there's so much information all over the place that it's like, you almost don't even know what to trust anymore. Like, you're just like, you're like, whatever. But when you get to meet the person, like what I'm doing right now while being on tour, like, I'm meeting people actively. You experience it. You see my passion behind the book. Like, I'm funding my own tour, traveling the world to talk about this book.
But that would be, like, the book would be from your perspective.
True. And also, because of the empathy, it's not just how I feel towards others, it's also how others feel towards me. So I'm actively applying the model every day. So it's your feedback as well.
I feel lucky that I booked in this hotel.
I'm happy. I'm blessed.
Wow.
I'm blessed to hear you say that. Because really, it's your input as well.
Yes.
Right? It's the girl that I met in Morocco that was looking for a book about emotional intelligence.
But look.
And couldn't find it, but then boom. And it's that perspective, knowing.
Destiny.
So, I appreciate you for hearing me out, and
of course, if you can talk, you can talk more.
I will. I'll talk all day.
Please don't.
I really will. So, you're good.